lots of use of it, whether it's from Anylogic or from examples from students I've shared or what have you. So for example, in this model here in person, we might have various methods that call, smoking initiation hazard, is current smoker, count contacts, age coefficient for smoking initiation for a given age. These are all methods. They hide some potentially complex calculations, and we can call them from within this person or from the main class, for example. Okay. So I'd like you to open up agent-based model with birth-death, which was sort of the prototype for that profile example we saw earlier. And I'd like to see ways in which these functional abstractions feed on each other. I should note that this particular model is making use of a naming convention that's departing a little bit from from Java's conventions. Normally in Java, methods are named with a lowercase first letter rather than an uppercase, and so don't take this as representative. But if you open up agent-based model with birth-death and you go to the person class, what you'll see is that there's several methods there. One is called perform birth, and that takes responsibility when a woman goes from pregnant state to an out-pregnant state. This performs the birth, and so it basically makes sure the baby's born and has the appropriate connections to get started in life. Okay. If we go to perform birth, this is a function in Anylogic, and we'll go look at the code for it, and what we'll see is that the code for it, we've actually seen this go before. It's getting a reference to mother, it's adding the offspring and getting a reference to that baby, and then, importantly, it's calling, okay, establish the baby's connections based on the mother's connections, and then establish the baby's location based on the mother's location. Now, these are potentially complex operations. What connections does the baby have? That may be require a certain specification, but you can describe it much more quickly than write the code for it. So this method here we use to hide the details of exactly to what agents the baby's connected. We delegate it in short to another method. We delegate establishing its location, where exactly it's positioned visually relative to the mother, to this method. And that allows us to look at this perform birth and basically to parse it more easily. We could say, okay, so basically we have a baby that's born, and then we establish connections for the baby based on the mother's connections, and we establish the baby's location based on the mother's location. We have a high-level view of what this function does. Now, how it does it, a lot of that, some of that is here, but a lot of it is delegated to those methods. And we could go dig into those methods. Those methods, in turn, will go and delegate additionally. Okay, now I should have shown the bodies of these methods, but these methods, each of them involves some code that does the work. Okay, so this is an example of how one method delegates to another. Now, I want to talk about, for clarity,